Friday, nice morning. Should be a good day for work. And not a super long day today, but gonna see if I can get that washer and the hot water tank. If I can get it in the back of my truck, like, I don't think there's anybody there, so depends how long she wants to hang on to it for, because it's like it's gonna be another month before I get the trailer on the road at least. You know, like even Paul was telling me, I gave him a nice big chunk of money on Sunday because I got paid, so I'm all caught up on all my clients, and he was like, I gave him like $700, so of course I got no money. Like, it's funny, like the money I have is just for bills right now. Like I'm still in that state, right? I'm not ahead yet, right? So I'm hoping to get ahead soon. Hopefully by the end of this month I start getting ahead. Like I'm already working on September's rent, and it's not even August yet, but we're getting close, right? And I gotta have January, February, March, April, and possibly May covered. 5 months of rent covered, because I might not be working those 5 months, right? I might only be, if I only work up to October, it's going to be a really, really tough winter this winter. I'm still like, you know, kind of like the shock of buying this thing last year. Like it took all my buffer zone away. See a hot water tank out there? You don't see it out there, so it's not out there. I ain't going in the house to get it. Yeah, like that's one of the deals. Like I tell people, I'll pick stuff up if it's out ready to be picked up. You know what I mean? You know, don't put it beside the road though, because somebody else will grab it before I get there. But like, you know, you take it out of the basement because I'm not insured for that. You know what I mean? I also got a furnace, so I got a hot water tank, a fridge, a freezer, a furnace tank, all that to get. But I really want to get my trailer on it because like to get like I'll end up hurting myself, and we're in that kind of state where I don't want to get too far into it, but you know, you hurt yourself right now. Like the hospitals are understaffed. You know, like getting compensation or like that when you're self-employed is almost impossible. You know what I mean? Like the government's got other priorities of where they want to spend your money. They don't want to necessarily spend it on you. So like you get hurt, like a guy like me gets hurt, I'm screwed. Like what do I do for a living if I get hurt, right? So you know, I do play it as safe as I can. You know, but this kind of work, it's like, when does it get you? You know, like you're using chainsaws, you're using whippersnippers, things that toss stones at you, you know, like stuff like that. You know, you're pulling and tearing, and you know, it's like Paul pulled a disc the other day. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like. You don't heal fast at this age, right? So you got to be very careful about how you do things. So I do things a lot slower, but I'm a very consistent worker. Like I just don't take a break. You know what I mean? Like I don't take like my 2 15-minute breaks and half-hour lunch. It doesn't work like that when you work for yourself. You kind of start a job and you don't take a break. You know what I mean? Like you just work, and it's hard. It's very hard. You know, it's not because your clients won't let you take a break. It's not that. It's that you get done quicker so you can move on to the next client, right? And it's hard, you know. So you have to know how to pace yourself, or else you'll burn yourself out right away. You know what I mean? That's like bodybuilders are the worst people to work with. They don't know how to work. They take everything like a workout. They're like, okay, I'm gonna bull like crazy, and yeah, they're impressive for about the first 45 minutes to an hour, maybe even 3 hours. After that, then they're grouchy, and you know, like they got to take a nap and eat, and you know, it's like, dude, you got to work at a normal pace. Don't show off, because you know, like all you're gonna do is just tire yourself out really fast. All these go guys, like, you know, like the only way they can maintain that is either they're on some sort of, they're on speed or something like that, and whatever, or they're just, you know, like they burn themselves out really quick, right? You know, so I'm like, no, just work consistent. You know, like work at a pace where you get the job done. And a lot of times, these guys that bull really fast, you end up finishing your job before they do, because it's kind of a bit of a tortoise and the hare. It's a marathon, right? You got to look at it, you know, like if you're working for like a 2-hour day, giver, you know what I mean? You're working for an 8, 9, 10-hour day, marathon, you know what I mean? You know, like, pace yourself. You know, you don't go to the sprint right away. And oh, total gridlock. I'm gonna be here forever. Dude, get back in your truck. Yeah. So I don't have the pretty girl. I got a big hairy dude. Yeah. Oh well. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Oh, Christian's got some docks out. I know the guy that makes these docks. That's all he does, is just make those little platform docks like that there. He's got a little sawmill. He does all the work in his own yard, and then he just drops them off. And yeah, this is my friend Amanda that owns this here, she has about 4 other businesses in this yard. Like, she's got this big yard, and very rarely it's full of people. So it's sort of a parking lot, but it's also like she has her sister-in-law, if you want to call her that, sells flowers, who I got her business card here. So, you know, like, I usually take business cards from local people, put them in my truck. So if someone said, Reg, you know somebody that does this or does that, or this is how we make the lake turn. Yeah. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? He's not gonna do it. Oh. You better hurry up, because my boss is a real prick if I'm late for work. Although I can start whenever I want. I was aiming for 10 o'clock, but it's 9 o'clock, so I was like, okay, well, because the grass is probably gonna be still pretty wet, so. Oh, yeah. So yeah, she gets as many businesses in there as possible. And you know, like, when you support local businesses, you know, lots of good things happen. There is quite a few people that work for themselves around here. You don't really have much of a choice. You either work for yourself, or you work for like a local guy. Like, I'm not in the position to hire anybody yet, but I'm sure if I really pushed it, I could. But I'd need to be better set up. You know, like, I'd need to have, you know, like my buddy, he has 3 trucks, and they're all like, you know, 2500 series, 3500 series trucks. They're not brand new. They're just old trucks, like, refurbished really well. And he's got like pintle hitch, 5th wheel, gooseneck trailers, so he can haul, like, he's got 2 excavators, good size ones. He's got his little Bobcat. That Bobcat, he's got like 5 attachments for it or something like that. That machine there, he loves that machine. He's got a tracked Bobcat, so it's like, it kind of does everything. I don't know what else he's got, but yeah, but he's like go, and he's got like 3 or 4 other guys working for him. Plus, he's got all the lawn equipment. He's got riding mowers, he's got this, he's got that, and he's got trailers for everything, right? So it's just hook up to this, we're doing this today. Hook up to that, we're doing that today. Okay, you take this, go over here, get that done. You take this, go over there, get that done. And I'm in the very beginning stages of that. You know, like, I did a video called, you know, giving advice, you know, 50-year-old me talking to 16-year-old me. I'm telling you, if you're a young lad listening to me, I'm telling you, start, like, okay, you might not get rich right away. Like, I know everybody wants residual income and get rich right away, but life doesn't really, some people get lucky. You know, you got to be persistent in anything you do. It doesn't matter what it is. But there's almost a guarantee that you're more likely going to be on, you know, the cookie crumb end of things rather than getting the whole cookie in life. It's just the way, you know, like, not everybody can be millionaires, you know what I mean? But you can make yourself comfortable. Start with, like, again, you're a kid, you got little to no money, you start with the work boots and the gloves and the eye protection and the hearing protection. You start with that. You just, your skill is your labor, you know, you go learn, you know. And then you start working for yourself. You gain your own clients. Then you buy a lawnmower and a whippersnipper. Buy the whippersnipper first. I'm telling you, for 200 and some odd bucks, that little whippersnipper, like it's people like it more than they like me. You know, like they like my whippersnipper more than they like me. You know, like start buying stuff like that, and then get yourself a, you know, even a small truck to start. Like for me, I need the big truck because I do scrap metal, but you know, and I pull heavy things. But you know, problem with the teenagers, they do asshole things, like, you know, like they want to drive around, they want to buy a truck like this and drive around all day, you know, like it's, you know, to look cool with their friends and stuff. I get that, you know, that's part of being a teenager. Buy a little car for that, you know, because you'll be broke all the time, or they'll do burnouts with this, you know, like, and then they break it, and then, you know, they'll keep themselves poor. But if you're sensible and you got something like this and you didn't do burnouts with it, trust me, this truck will do a burnout. If I had 3 other trucks, maybe I'd do a burnout with one of them, you know. like I want a Rumblebee just for that reason, you know. Yeah, but yeah, start building equipment now while you're young.